What's up, you guys? This is Jaden. I'm back with another video, and in this video today, I wanted to discuss self-improvement starts with extreme ownership. Let's be 100% honest. This really could be the only video you really watch on self-improvement, and you can do it the way you want to for your own life in any way, shape, or form of how you ever learn. Some people learn from knowledge and actually reading it and applying it in through life, and some people learn from strictly going out and actually just living life and learning from their experiences. Everybody's different in every single way, but the reality is that self-improvement starts with extreme ownership. And what does that simply mean? Well, it's really easy to really explain. It starts with you fully taking accountability of your life and where you are and the person that you are. It's really that easy. When you actually fully realize that you aren't how great you think you are, you aren't your best self, you're not working harder in life how you think you are, you're not doing things that others are doing that are actually going out there and getting after it. Man, so many people out there who are doing better and greater than you are that it doesn't make any sense. And it's reality. There's so many people out there who's doing better and greater than me, and who are in better heights, newer heights than I am, that, I look up to them in that way. The reality is, if I didn't have any secure in myself, I would be the exact opposite. I would be like, man, fuck them, man. I will be very competitive and more like I want to be better than I want to be greater because I want to be on top. And then, of course, everybody wants to be the best at what they do. But the reality is there's always going to be someone out there working just as hard, if not harder than you, to get where you want to be in your own life. And the reality is for that as well, is that this is going to happen on a day-to-day basis. I've seen people before where they completely lied to themselves about who they are as a person. They would say, like how good they were and this and that, and just hype themselves up so much. In reality, when you do that and you build up this false identity, especially with your ego and who you think you are as a person, you're going to live your life very, very downward spiral. Because when you live like that, you're not setting yourself up to grow and actually ascend with your goals and where you're trying to be in your life. Reality is when you have a mindset like that, and you let your ego, take over and basically dictate your life through that, and how your perception of others and this and that. Because a lot of times it's only because of the perception of others. Many of these people who have these big egos and things like that, they hide this really under a mask of insecurities of who they are as a person. The thing is, your ego holds you back from actually growing. It holds you back from actually accomplishing all the goals you want to accomplish, and it creates a false identity on who you believe you are. And the reality is that we aren't as big as we think we are. We're a lot smaller compared to the world and life itself. We are way smaller. We are just a little piece. Each and every single one of us are a little piece, not even a missing piece, a little piece to what life actually is. Because at the end of the day, we're all gonna go 6 feet underground. There may be a rich man out there who has all the money in the world and he has all the life, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's better than that other guy who makes maybe 40, 50,000 a year, but actually has great quality and great characteristics that make him in a reality with the mindset of a rich man. You know what I'm saying? Because if the more you are in denial of yourself and you think that you're 10 and this and that, you see this today with modern dating and apps and all that stuff, women and some men too, thinking how they're 10 and this and that and how they're so good in life and everything itself, but they're all lying to themselves. And the more you lie to yourself, the more insecure you really become, and the more issues arise within you. You're gonna just have so many different issues with you in your life, man, because you're just lying to yourself. And then you got to go out and impress all these people that really don't care about you and things of that nature. So you're just living a life of a false sense of belief on who you are instead of just being truly yourself. Because in the end, you know what I'm saying, when you actually let your ego, you let your pride, you let all that go, that's how you get humility. I remember I talked about my article. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he would look in the mirror and say that he would throw up every time he saw his body. But in reality, many of us would think that if we were at that level of where he was of strength and muscle and all that stuff, many people would think that he would think of himself as a god, or just like or he is that guy, you know, and you have a big ego and this and that. But reality, if he had a big ego and he had all this, a massive one, and major pride issues and things like that, he wouldn't be where he is today. I mean, he's accomplished so many things throughout his life because he understood that if he let his ego dictate his life in that way, he wouldn't grow. He would descend his goals. He would not work as hard to accomplish everything he wanted to accomplish in his life. The reality is, you have to view yourself more so in an insuperior way. You can't ever think to yourself that you are good enough. In a way, you can be saying, yeah, I mean, you're suffering by doing that, because eventually, you know, you just got to finally admit that, you know, you are good. And it's okay to admit that you're good at things that you do, but that only comes with confidence. Confidence in those areas that you know you've actually put the time, energy, and effort in, and actually growing in your life. But regardless of that, regardless of how great he is and how much he's accomplished, he still looks at others and gives them compliments and see how great they are. Because it's not about yourself and your life, it's about looking at the others and seeing how great and things like that. Because, you know, I could be like, you know, all this knowledge or what I've learned or I've seen from others, man, I can just hold that for myself and not give it. But in a way, I'll be doing a selfish thing myself by doing that, because in the end, it's about spreading your knowledge and wisdom and ideas to others so they can learn and they can level up their lives as well. Just as much as I make all these videos and still talk about all these topics, I'm still looking at other guys' YouTube channels and seeing the ideas and knowledge that they talk about, and I can add that to my own repertoire of ideas and things, because at the end, we all have to learn from each other. And that's self-improvement, all that journey. And I say all that to connect with simply this: you have to start being truly honest with yourself. And when you start doing all those stuff, you be completely honest with yourself and where you are and who the person you are, then you actually grow. That's how you transform your life. It starts with you finally fully realizing that I'm not as good as I thought I was, or, you know, I'm not that person. And when you do that, life blesses you with humility and humbleness, because then you will understand that life is not about all of pride and ego and all this. It's about actually learning from others and seeing other ways you can improve your life in the process. And this doesn't just go with just yourself, but it goes with relationships. This goes with everything, because a lot of people suffer from different types of these issues with the relationships, with people in general. So let go of your pride, let go of your ego, and actually promote growth and humility and learn from others and actually grow in the process. Stop being in denial of yourself and who you are, because if you're fat, let's be real, if you are in denial that you're actually fat and not good looking or whatever that, then you have to be fully honest with yourself. And the thing is, the ego doesn't want to admit that, because it wants to feel powerful and dominant. But reality is, because, you know, our egos doesn't like to feel submissive and really in our place. But in order to truly grow, you have to do that. You have to truly be honest with yourself. And that's the hardest part for many people to really understand. But the more you actually do that in your life, you just fully admit you're wrong and you finally understand your own issues and problems, then that's how you ascend and you grow and you level up your life. Because the more you don't, you're just going to constantly live your life with insecurities and many other bad things. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos each and every single week. Have a great day. Peace.